Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, thanks for stopping by, and if you're a returning subscriber, hey y'all. Today we're going to be launching a new segment on my channel called Real Talk, where basically I just talk to you guys about important issues or just real stuff that I'm dealing with and stuff like that. So today we're going to be talking about jobs, work, career goals, you know, everything that we do to get paid, internships, all that kind of stuff, because I'm still in school, and so I've been receiving a lot of questions from you guys about how to search for internships and what my current job hunt is like. So we're going to talk about that today. Fun fact, okay, so yes, I wear prescription glasses and I am out of contacts, so I'm going to try to put my makeup on without my contacts, and we'll see how this goes. Real talk videos are essentially going to be chit chat, get ready with me videos. Hopefully they're not too long, because we're going to be talking about jobs and careers today. I figured I'd do an everyday makeup look that I would wear to my job or my internship, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Like I said, again, I wear contacts and I ran out, so if something look crazy, I mean, it is what it is. So now that that's out the way, okay, so to get into the topic of this discussion, because I don't want the video to be super duper long, what do? I am technically a full-time student, so if you watch my Get to Know Me video, you know that I am currently a senior at UCLA. I'm getting my degree in English and psychology, and I'll be done in less than 3 months. I can't believe it. Time is seriously flying by. But as far as what I do for work, or what, like, essentially I want my career goals to be, I want to go into film and television and work in the entertainment industry. Right now I am interning at Lionsgate Entertainment. For those of you who don't know what the Lionsgate Entertainment, are not really familiar with the company, they're responsible for movies like The Hunger Games, Twilight, the John Wick series that just came out recently. La La Land is a Lionsgate film. So yeah, I'm currently interning there in the motion picture development department. So I get to read scripts all day, script submissions from different writers and directors. So that's like the largest part of my responsibilities. I'm also responsible for doing some administrative tasks, so like making copies, setting up the conference room for when we have strategy meetings, things of that nature, and then doing research projects. So tracking like new talent and looking for up-and-coming writers and actors and actresses who could potentially be packaged into a script that we're working on. So I'm having so much fun. It's actually almost over. I started in January and I am about to be finished in April, I believe. I'm pretty sure it ends in April. So it's about time for me to get ready to say goodbye. So that's currently what I do to support myself. But like I said, I'm getting ready to graduate, so I'm also in the process of hunting for a full-time position after graduation. The reason why I decided to do this particular video just on jobs and careers and internships is because I got a lot of questions from people after my Instagram post where I talked about landing the Lionsgate internship, of people asking, you know, if I had any tips on how to get internships. So I figured I'd just make it easier for everyone and make a video on it. Finding an internship is it can be pretty difficult, especially if you're not studying what the industry you want to go into. If that's not your like area of study for undergrad. So for example, I'm an English and psychology major, and when I first started applying for entertainment, like film and television internships back when I was a sophomore, it was really difficult for me to get them because a lot of the applications specifically requested film majors or television majors or people studying that in their area of field. So one way that I got around that, here's a tip. Start taking classes that are related to your industry. So UCLA has a film and television department, and a lot of their classes are cross-listed with other majors. So I was actually able to take film and television classes and get credit for them for English classes because they were multidisciplinary classes. And so I would take those classes and list them on my resume as relevant coursework, so that although I wasn't actually studying in my area of interest, you could see that this is something that I was passionate about, and it showed that like I was interested in film and television, although I wasn't a film and TV major. Another great way to show interest in your industry is to volunteer and do community service with organizations that are in your industry. So in addition to taking classes that were in the film industry, or film and television industry, I also volunteered at film festivals in my free time, just on the weekends, doing different tasks like welcoming people, helping them with check-ins, helping to set up the films and get them started during the different screenings. And I listed that on my resume just so you can see that it was something that I was really interested in. Don't be afraid to leverage your connections. Like, who you know is just as important as what you know in any industry, especially industries like the film and entertainment industry, or just the media industry in general. Don't be afraid to ask your mom's coworker that brings you cookies all the time, or somebody from your church who you know works at where you want to be. Ask them for, advice on how to get into the internships. Ask them if they know anybody in the HR departments of their organizations, or just even ask them for an informational interview if you don't want to be forthright and say like, oh, can you help me get an internship? If you ask them for like an informational interview, no more than 15 minutes of their time just to talk about the industry in general, and then segue into the last, 5 minutes of the interview asking them if they know of any current open opportunities. That's a great way to open doors for yourself and to find out about new opportunities, because a lot of times, Google searches and stuff will tell you if there are positions open, but if you are talking to someone who works at the company, they may know about openings there before they're posted by the HR departments. So that's definitely something that I would advise. I currently did that at Lionsgate. I just had lunch with one of my intern supervisors 2 weeks ago, and I asked, just asked her if she had any advice for me as I take the next steps in my career, looking for a job after school, after graduation. And she gave me a ton of advice, and she even offered to pass my resume around to different people who might be looking for an assistant. So I don't know whether one of those opportunities is going to turn into an actual job, but I mean, it helps get my name out there, and it helps people know that I'm looking for a job. So you never know what could happen. So what do you do once you get the internship? Basically, you do everything that you can to stand out. You want to set yourself apart from the other interns at the company. Not to the point where you want to be super competitive and sabotage, but you want to make everybody at the company see you as a vital resource. So that means making sure that you're paying attention to detail and getting all of your projects and assignments done completely, making sure that you are being receptive to criticism and taking the advice that your intern supervisors give you and actually applying it the next time they ask you to do something. And also just being resourceful and making yourself available to everyone in the office. Like, you will have an intern supervisor directly who you report to, but you'll also have like other assistants who are in the office, or other executives in the office who may ask you to do something. And I would highly advise you to definitely prioritize. If you're being asked by multiple assistants to work on an assignment, talk to your intern supervisor to know which one needs to be completed first, because you want to give quality work, not just a lot of work. You want to make sure that you're putting your best effort forward, and by prioritizing, it'll help you decide, okay, what needs to be done in what order. But you just want to make yourself available to anybody. So in my internship at Lionsgate, I've ran errands or fulfilled a project for almost every assistant in the motion picture creative department, and that's about, I would say, 10 to 12 people. And it's just a matter of, like I said, prioritizing, talking, and being communicating with the assistant. So if somebody gives you a project that you can't finish in time, just be open and say, hey, I didn't finish it today, but you know, I can either take it home and finish it. If it's something that's going to be really quick and easy for you to finish, I can take it home and get it done before, you know, I start on homework, or I will have it first thing in the morning for you when I come in the next day that you come in, or whatever. Communication is one of the big most important aspects in internships, because you want to make sure that you are not having anyone repeat themselves, especially in industries like film and entertainment, where everyone is so busy and is constantly moving around. You don't want to make your intern supervisor have to tell you anything more than twice. So if your intern supervisor comes to you with a project and gives you instructions on how to complete the project or what they need done, make sure you're listening attentively. And then if you have any questions or unclear about the directions, you ask them right at that moment. You don't want to be unclear about the directions and then have to go back to them 3, 4, 5 different times to get clarifications. If there's something that you're not sure how to do, ask them. You're an intern. They know that you don't know everything. You're there to learn. So if there's something you're unclear about, or you just need to know like where you would go to find this particular resource, just ask them. Because I was afraid when I first started, and like the first time I did an errand, I had to get on the phone and call agencies, and I had no idea how to look up a certain actor's agent. And I kind of just sat at my desk for a little while, and I was okay, let me just suck it up and ask my intern supervisor. And I asked them, and they were super chill about it. I was just dreading asking them for no reason at all. So just ask them, like, they're there to help you. And it's better for you to ask your questions early on than to have to go back and stop them from what they're doing 3, 4, 5 different times. So yeah, that's basically been my internship experience so far. Like I said, I'm currently in the process of looking for a job. So in a few months, maybe in about a year's time, I'll be doing another Real Talk video telling y'all what it's like to work a 9-to-5 and to be in the real world. Oh my gosh, I can't even fathom being a like real adult right now. I'm not ready. I'm not. But everything has a season and its time. So the time will come. But as far as internships and internship searching, another big question that I've been getting a lot is how to write cover letters and resumes. So I'm going to be having 2 videos coming out soon about how to write a cover letter and a resume. So stay tuned for that. This is basically my everyday work face. I try to keep things really simple and neutral for work, because I don't want to be going in there doing team too much. Velvet Teddy is like one of my favorite nude lipsticks from MAC. But yeah, I hope that was a little helpful. That was a few tips on the whole internship job hunt situation, and a lot of the advice that I gave about internships definitely corresponds to actually working a full-time job. So don't feel like you have to be looking for an internship in order to watch this video. If you guys have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them in the description box below. Like I said, later on in the week I'll have a video out about cover letters, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. You really should. I have a lot of interesting content coming out soon, so I think you guys will really enjoy it. And like I said, let me know what you want to see in the future, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.